Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So, welcome to Visual King once again. Today I'm going to be doing my reaction to Made in Abyss Season 2, Episode 7. I have nothing to say at the very beginning here. I've heard, I don't know the specifics, but I did hear something pretty big and tragic is going to happen this episode. So I just want to get straight into it here. So let's do it then. Episode will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is a flashback before that one red-haired chick, I forget her name again, ended up getting stuck down in that cavern. It looks like it, yeah, she's still with the rest of her crew. We're finally going to find out what happened to the rest of them, because they were an important part of episode 1 of this season. But after that, they kind of disappeared, and then we saw her again. Without them. I think we saw that white-haired kid very briefly in a vision that, I want to say Reg had. But maybe it was Riko, I don't remember. I think it might have been either last episode or the episode before that. But anyways though. 自分たちを捨てた故郷よりさらに過酷な環境であるということ。戻るにしても乗ってきたこれを使うしかないのか。Golden City of the Scorching Sun. That is such a cheesy but somehow simultaneously badass name. If I do say so myself. 鐘楼の地に来た時は 祭祀場の祭壇がたまたま動き降りることができた。原因は祭壇の近くにいた石を抱えた慣れ果て。彼を乗せた後に祭壇は動き出した。なぜ彼がここにいたかはもうわからない。しかし彼が祭壇を上昇させられるか私たちは試す必要があった。祭壇は上り数時間するとまた降りてきた。この地から人は人の姿のまま戻ることができない。ワズキャンから説明がある。我々は行くことも戻ることも叶わなくなった。だが伝説の黄金都市は確かに存在し、手つかずのまま広がっている。我々は今伝説の中にあり、その伝説を紐解ける唯一のものである。どうせ故郷を捨てた身だ。どこにも行けぬならここから始めよう。我々こそが地の底の黄金鏡の最初の民となるのだ。この不可思議な場所を置いて他に悲願の達成をなせる場所はない。そう言い切れるだけの予感は神がかりの預言者でなくともみんな感じ取っていた。The Cradle of Desire. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be no intro this episode. They're just getting straight into it here. Give us more, probably give more time in the episode. Okay. Sometimes anime will do that, which is pretty cool, actually. Then again, I've never really cared as much for intros as some people. So, you know. The music's sometimes pretty cool, but I can't fucking understand it, so. なんて書いてあるんだろう。ジョイキューソースネッツコリジャス。わかるのか。驚いた。未知の文字列すらあるぞ。あの集落の識字率は我々をはるかに超えているな。この黄金鏡を理解するには君の持つ知識も不可欠のようだ。ベラフ、この子イルミューイ教えてくれたの名前。ブエロエルコ。文字のできるものを集めてくれ。干渉機たちもだ。イルミューイ、君が頼りだ。ねえイルミューイ。Wait, I think that name, I remember them saying it a few times last episode, but I don't remember who exactly it was. If it was a character that we actually saw, or if it was just a character that that red-haired chick was referencing. I honestly don't remember.
But I do remember that name being stated, though. Last episode, so, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of adorable things in this series. Doesn't usually end well for them, though, unfortunately. I think that's the biggest thing that makes people cry in the series, is that there's so many cute characters, whether they're animals or they're, like, children, and they all have horrendously tragic fates. Although so far, I haven't... Vueko, that's her name. Anyway, so far, I haven't seen anything in this season 2 that's been nearly as tragic as what happened in Midi in season 1. I've been told this series is more sad. So far, I've not seen that. Now, let's see how this episode goes, though. Oh, so if you wonder why I look at the camera on occasion intensely, it's because I have this stupid fucking brain where I sometimes wonder if I even hit record, and I've recorded entire videos and have forgot to hit record, so that only like amplifies my paranoia. So every once in a while I need to confirm that I actually hit fucking record, which I did almost 7 minutes into this video. At least for me. I'm not sure about you guys when I'm gonna start editing, but yeah. Okay, so this is the point when Vueko, I remembered it, for now, separated from her crew, although she seems to have some others with her still. So she's not completely alone yet. IRUMYUUI. Yeah, the name does sound familiar, but I don't remember if it's a character we've seen in the last couple episodes or not, though. Okay. Okay, so this is pretty sad. So she was abandoned by her mother and her brothers when it was determined that she couldn't have kids. First of all, how do they even know that? She's so fucking young. What is she? She can't be any older than 8 here. And even that, I would kind of be at least a tiny bit skeptical on. Like 5 at the youngest, 8 at the oldest. So how do they even know that she? How can they even test that she can't have kids that young? She hasn't even hit puberty yet. Unless puberty works differently in the Maiden Abyss world, which is totally possible, I'm not sure. And second thing is, why would it even matter at that young of an age? Why would it even matter at all? Maybe I missed some dialogue, that does happen sometimes. Or maybe it just hasn't been explained yet, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's sad as fuck, though. Definitely not the peak sadness that we've experienced so far in the anime. Like, that's still MIDI. That has yet to be topped. I'm sorry. For me, at least. Because that almost fucking broke me in the first season. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit, what the fuck happened there? Oh. You, don't touch it. That is fucking disgusting. Wait. What's happening? What the hell happened? So what, she found some kind of eggs in her diarrhea?
みんな蹴りの跡がある。看病に水がいる。これ伝染の可能性もある。
ブエルエルコ、あとは頼んだぞ。
はい。
行ってくる。
So what happened? Huh. So is this... I have a feeling this is where the real tragedy is going to be in. Whatever the hell caused him to have that diarrhea that has some kind of eggs in it? It's a food survey item, but only those 3 came back and they all expired. What's with the way they look?
アジャポか、岩の一部を採取したい。
God, what the fuck is happening to them? So I could be wrong here, but I'm gonna guess that Vueko in the present day probably already knows, and we're gonna be following her past for a few episodes until we figure out, until we see her figure out. But maybe she doesn't know in the present day. Who knows?
ついに発症しちゃったね。強がってたけど。
そんな。
時間はあまり残されていない。頼んだよ、ブエコ。あの子は必ず我々の救いになる。
Wait, what kid? Bella or IRUMYUUI? IRUMYUUI? What kid will be your salvation? Or is it that one?
救う手がありながら差し伸べねば我々は再び居場所を失う。
お願い、治って。あの子は必ず我々の救いになる。初めて間近で見た神がかりの預言者の顔。
Oh, did Vueko fall ill finally as well? Or is Vueko just sleeping? Kind of hard to tell with the disheveled faces of these kids sometimes. Then it might just be from sleep deprivation too. The fuck? Well, is her body like being consumed completely by whatever the fuck that stuff is?
IRUMYUUI の体はね、IRUMYUUI がお願いした姿になろうとしてるんだって。この選択が間違いではなかったと祈るばかりだ。願いを叶える卵。この子は自らの幸せを、自らの恐怖が消えることを願ってくれたのだろうか。
Seems like the most logical thing to wish for to me, especially for a kid that fucking young. Just nothing, you know.
IRUMYUUI, どうしたの
？The hell?
自分は一体何に
Was her wish to have a baby? To be able to give birth? Is I'm not sure if that's going to be definitively answered in this episode, but if it's not, tell me, is that in the comments? Is that what her wish was? To be able to give birth? Because that was mentioned earlier in the episode, that she wasn't able to give birth, and that's why her mother and her brothers basically disowned her. So was that her wish to be able to have a baby? And now it's Vueko's turn. It seems like that's what Vueko's saying right now, is that was in fact IRUMYUUI'S wish.
君しかいないんだよ。
油の香り。なんて香ばしさ。早くそれを。こんなに。
So we know that Vueko's not going to die, because Vueko is alive in the present day. She met Riko and Nanachi. And I think Reg, I'm not entirely sure, but at least Riko and Nanachi. So we know that Vueko is still alive in the present day, but she definitely doesn't seem to be in good shape in the present day. But again, that might just be sleep deprivation, who knows? Sleep deprivation can do some wild fucking things to you. Alright? Like, I know from personal experience, it is not good.
Ohayo. やっぱり効果てきめんだったね。大丈夫。みんなにも振る舞ったさ。言っただろう。あの子がみんなを救ってくれたんだ。
What? Okay, I don't. Okay. The episode's done. And I have some thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts, and this episode is a little challenging to rack my brain around completely. First of all, since it's the freshest in my mind, I want to talk about that ending there. He says, I told you that girl would save everyone. The fuck did he mean about that? Did he feed that IRUMYUUI to them? Now, when I first thought of that, when I was watching the ending there, I kind of laughed on the inside, because I'm like, okay, that's probably not what he meant. But now that I think about it, first of all, I can't think of anything else that he could have meant. Because we saw him feeding something to Vueko, and he said he fed the same thing to everyone else. And then directly after that, he says, I told you that girl would save everyone. What else could that be leading to? But also, can I really be surprised at this point if this series would go in that direction? This series does some dark fucking shit. Okay? So, how would I be able to be surprised at this point? I would have to be a dumbass to be surprised at this point if this series goes in the direction of ostensibly cannibalism. I don't know, maybe, I don't know if it, I don't know, but ostensibly cannibalism. Cannibalism for a good cause, maybe. I don't fucking know. But that's thought number one. Thought number two. Was her wish, was IRUMYUUI'S wish to be able to have children? And why did the children keep being born without the ability to take in nutrients or take in food, and thus keep dying? And what is that disease? I don't think that disease was explained at all in this episode. So I hope that gets explained soon. So, this was by far the saddest episode in the series yet. Okay, in the season. Specifically. I gotta be specific. The saddest episode in the season yet for me. I still think the shit that happened with Mitty and all those other kids in season 1 is more sad. I'm sorry. But that nearly fucking broke me in season 1. Now, that's not to take away from the sadness in this episode. This episode was really fucking sad. Like, I don't want to try and take away from that. Okay? But okay, second saddest thing in the series so far. I'll give it that. Because, man, that was fucking meeting IRUMYUUI, learning that, like, she had a really good relationship with Being the only girl, she had a really good relationship with her mother and brothers, but when they found out that she couldn't give birth, which makes no sense, because she's like, what, 5 or maybe 8 at the most, they all disowned her. And then this disease overtaking her and the rest of the kids, and all these babies being born from her, and she's super happy, but they all die one after another because they can't eat or drink anything. And then IRUMYUUI dying, I guess. And allegedly, my theory is being fed to Riko and the rest of them so that they would survive. That is fucking... I mean, Riko and the rest supposedly are alive now, thanks to that. But it required the death and consumption of this little innocent girl. Fuck. Also, what the... I forget his name, but what the fuck's up with this prophet? Like... Okay, so prophets are obviously very common in fiction. They're very common in, like, different religions as well. And I don't know how prophets typically work, like if they're visions of the future, and it's different across fiction, so I don't know if this particular prophet's visions of the future are, like, perfect. If they are, then I would have some questions. Like, if he's able to foresee all this stuff, why couldn't they plan to avoid this? You know? But his visions might not be perfect, and I don't know. I don't know if it's been explained yet, or what. I might have missed it, but I'm not sure. But I definitely think he's very suspicious. Okay? I think he is extremely suspicious. And I honestly, I don't like him right now. I think he's up to no good. And so I've got my eye on him. But anyways, overall, hope you enjoy. That's it for this video. Wow. That was an episode. Anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content in the future. Hit the notification bell if you want to know whenever I upload a new video, because I release new videos all the time. Share around other places on the internet if you think it deserves it, such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Try to get my channel more attention. And like always, comment on the video down below, because I have my channel. Let me know your thoughts on this video and on this episode, on the series as a whole, on the source material if you're a fan of it. What was your favorite part of this episode? What are your thoughts on IRUMYUUI? What happened to her? Is my theory at the end of the episode about her being fed to them correct? And are you as suspicious about the supposed prophet as I am? And yeah. Anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.